This is the host of the One Stone Dude podcast, Ryan Castle, showing away for the Anchor app. If you hadn't heard about Anchor and you want to do your own podcast, Anchor is the easiest way to do so. I find it nothing but awesome. So let me explain. First off, it's free. Can't beat that. Then there's creation tools that allow you to edit your podcast right from your phone or your PC. Convenience. Then Anchor will distribute your podcast right to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more, taking the work out of everything. Then you get to monetize your podcast with no minimal listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. What's up, everybody out there in 420 land? This is your host of the Castle. On the line with me today is a gentleman called DJ Rowe. I met him in high school, my senior year, when I moved out here to Jersey. He was cool as hell. He used to mix beats up for boys, and I'd try to rap, even though I can't rap. I tried. I thought I could because I was from Jersey, and I thought I was cool. So we got him on tonight, and he's just going to talk about some shit that's going on in his life, and I'm going to ask him some questions, and we'll get to have you guys get to know him a little bit better and probably get some good empathy with each other. I got my friend Britt, who I met. He was a professional wrestling manager at the first company I was with here in Arizona called IZW. And basically what I'm getting from him is a life after professional wrestling. Because you really, when you're in there, when you're in the ring and you're doing your thing, and you're hanging out with the dudes and you're fucking putting on shows and having a good time, you don't ever see that ending. It's like an endless party, especially if you're getting booked every weekend or a couple days a week if you can. I mean, you just get caught up in that lifestyle. Anyway, you don't imagine what life is like without wrestling. And Britt did wonderful things with his life. So I really can't wait for you guys to meet him. Friday, we have my friend Justin. Me and him are part of an organization that believe in the preservation of the human species. And he's a writer, lyric writer, a poet, and an artist. So I love intellectuals, so I really can't wait for you guys to meet him. And that'll be it. That'll be it this week. And what I'm doing out there is I'm putting out there that I'm asking other people who are doing podcasts, if you're listening to this, I'd like to have you on my show. I recently attended a seminar where it talked about one of the big parts of success to get more people to listen to you. It was getting on other podcasts and promoting your podcast. So that's what I want to do for the podcast community. This is an open thing for anybody who wants to do it. Just get a hold of me. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, or what the hell's the other one? Instagram. Yeah. I'm on a couple other smaller social media sites as well. Get a hold of me on one of those. Just look for Ryan Castle, with a big goofy face. You can't miss me. And let me know. Hit me up. Tell me who you are. Tell me what kind of podcast you have, and we'll go from there. That's an open invitation for people to do that. I'm also looking for other guests, such as other professional wrestlers. Anybody who considers himself a conspiracy theorist or a conspiracy researcher, I'd love to have you on. Right now, I'm trying to get a WWE guy, a former WWE, a former ECW guy to come on the show. A guy that I actually got a chance to work here in Phoenix. I'm not going to let his name out right now, but he was great to me. He was cool as shit. He's very opinionated, so I think his opinions need to be heard. So hopefully that happens. And that's all I got so far as news about the podcast and shit that's going on. I had to wear a mask going to the dispensary today, and it kind of pissed me off a little bit, but whatever. I needed my weed. So that's the first time I've ever had to comply with that. So I had got some feelings about it. Anyway, enjoy the podcast. I hope you guys have fun listening to Row. Take care.
Power Wow, I'm the people's champ. My chain light up like a lamp, cause now I'm back with the camp. I'm crawling similar to an ant, cause I'm low to the earth. People's feelings get hurt when they figure out what I'm worth. I got 84s poking out at the club, I'm showing out. I'm a player, ain't no doubt. Hoes wanna know what I'm about. Biggest diamonds off in my mouth, princess cuts all in my chain. Wood grain all in my range, dripping stains when I switch lanes. Switch the name, it's still the same. Switch a house or switch a blast. Mike Jones, he running the game and magnificent by this cash. Michael Watts, he made me hot. Hard work took me to the top. Cheat ass took me to the lot. He wrote a check and bought a drop. I got the internet going nuts, but T-Ferris got my back, so now I'm holding my nuts. It's Power Wow, baby. What you know about me? I'm on that 5-9 South Lee, baby. Holla at me.
Still tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos. Tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos. Tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos. Tipping Bobos, and I'm packing Bobos. Still tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos. Tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos.
Other One Stone Dude podcast, Ryan Castle. On the line with me today is a gentleman that I met in 1998. He used to do DJ stuff for some of the guys I hung out with. I can tell you that he'll tell you that I can't flow to save my life. I wanted to do that so bad. I just wasn't creative at the time. But Ro here knows about creativity, beats, mixes, and shit. He kept in touch with me over the years through social media. It's like one of those good things it still does, you know, social media. It's one of the good things it still does. Anyway, my boy Ro, how are you today, sir?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. I am good and medicated right now.
I can still see that you're a man on a mission.
God, I will never break that out on the podcast. I will never do that. Oh my God.
I still remember that, man.
That's funny as shit.
Man, on a mission. Got your fool wishing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I break that out once in a while. Like, my sister didn't know that I did that, and I busted it out for her. They were pretty amazed. I'm like, why? It sucked.
It is like, man, you just need to get your flow down, that's all, man. You know what I mean?
Right on.
It was nothing.
All right, man, we're going to talk about some current events here. What are your thoughts on President Trump and his term so far in the White House?
You know, real, like, I'm not trying to sound like no Trump hater, and I don't, nah. And, I mean, honestly, like, it just seems like he's divided us. At least in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see anything that he is like actually like passed anything that affected me or affected anybody. You know what I mean? But that goes with almost like any president, really, to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, it just seems like I've never seen a president that's like divided us. Like, usually the president, regardless of who it is, and Democrat, Republican, I don't like any of them. You know what I mean? That's true. Right. You know what I mean? Like, right. I guess I'm independent. I guess it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I could turn you on to the Libertarian Party. I promise you, you'll like it. That's what I.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because both of them, they're both. So it's not just like, oh, I'm a Democrat and I don't like Trump because he's a Republican. No, if he was a Democrat, I would feel the same way. It's just I never liked Trump from the jump, even when he was a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't like him when he was a celebrity either. Dude, because of what happened, what he did in Jersey, man. He refused to rent to anybody of color in his buildings in Atlantic City.
Like, to me, a president's supposed to, regardless if, I mean, that's his job, is to, like, okay, when all this stuff's going on, the riots and stuff like that, to me, a president's supposed to bring peace and calm to the country.
I don't think he knows what to do.
No, yeah, because the one thing that bothered me when he went into the office, and it always struck, I've always said this, he even asked my pops, because me and him talk about it a lot. He said, I'm a businessman. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, he's going to set him and his homeboys up. He don't care about the country. And he don't care.
Right.
And the same thing, you know, what's funny is that and if you stereotyping like the rednecks that vote for him, he don't care about them neither.
Oh, God, he cares less about them.
But he don't care that, you know, saying that he doesn't care about them. He cares about their vote. That's it. he cares about his little crew and pretty much like the 1%. You know what I mean? Like
right.
whatever money he falls into. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I think
they just bailed out like fucking all the millionaires in the United States. $3.7 billion.
Right, and see, the thing is, too, is that, like, when it comes to, like, all the numbers and stuff like that, let's just be honest, you can get numbers to show that he was a good president. If you dig numbers up, you can find stuff, you know what I mean? And vice versa.
I'm not going to lie.
So
he's doing shit. He has done some shit for the country. He actually has. I heard about it the other day. I wasn't a fan. I mean, sometimes you just hear shit you don't want to hear, but you have to admit it's the truth.
Amen.
But all the other shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, you talk.
Oh, no, you're good. I was going to say, like, the one thing that bothers me is the separation. Like, he makes no attempt to calm down the country.
Right.
And you're rather you nail it. It just seems like he doesn't know what to do. Like, he doesn't trust, like, the people around him. Like, oh, he'll bring this person in, and then, like, a year later, oh, he'll fire him. And, oh, yeah, he wasn't doing a good job. He was a bummer. Like, you hired the dude.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like, he's firing his own people.
Dude, does he not remind you of a tweaker?
Yeah, he's something. I mean, he just reminds me, like, I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, like, and it's not like, man, like, not saying Obama was the best stuff, but, like, when the war was going on, Obama was calm, cool, woo, like that. Even, like, George Bush, calm, cool, you know, the Bush's president, everybody was, like, calm, cool, didn't say, you know what I mean, shit to try to, like, egg on other countries and stuff like that, and that's what the man does. Like, he wants to, like, he don't care if we go to war, because his kids are not going to be in there, you know what I mean?
I think I know why he does the shit he does. Joe Rogan and Penn and Teller were having a conversation on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he said that it's known that Trump takes Adderall. So, if you look at it, his movements, his way of thinking is very sporadic, much like a tweaker. So we got a fucking tweaker running the goddamn country.
Like, he repeat himself, too. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is wonderful, this is best, this is wonderful. It's like, you already said wonderful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, even all that, I could look past that. Like, if you're not a good, maybe he's not a good, I know he's a businessman, but maybe he's not a good public speaker, and that's the reason why, you know what I mean? But like, you need to get the country, you know what I mean, together. Right. Like, he's separating everybody, and that's not what we need. You know what I mean? Especially everything that's going on right now, you don't need separation, man. Like, you need to unite. You need to unite, but he doesn't want that. And honestly, I don't think the government even wants the people to unite.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
God, if we all came together, they'd be fucked.
That's the problem. And they know that, and then, you know what I mean, and you know, some of the people are stupid too, you know what I mean, like how they vote and everything. Like, I have a problem with I don't know how people vote, but sometimes they don't vote. When you vote, you're supposed to vote for the right person, not, oh, you know what, he's a Democrat, so I'm not going to vote for him, I'm going to vote for my Republican, or vice versa. Like, oh, he's Republican, I'm not going to vote for him because he's Republican.
That has to say something about the state of the country, too. If people are willing to go with the crowd and not vote according to their morals and beliefs that they so justly stand by, you know, we'd have a different president, I believe.
It's almost like, you know what I'm saying, I remember like Tupac said something, you know, it struck with me, and I kind of like put it towards even like the government. Like Tupac said, like the cops are nothing but pretty much a game. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing. Look, if you really break down the politics too, it's very gang banging like, except that they're just rich, but they got pretty rich white people. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got the Republicans that are even got red and blue. They even got colors. Right. Like a game. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy when you kind of break down. You just like, damn. And then like again, they stick with their gang. They're not gonna go about, well, you know what, this guy is actually better, so we want him. They're gonna be like, no, he's not part of my gang, so we want our guy in there, even though he's not qualified. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're absolutely right. It's so it's where people heads are at too. Like, you know, but there's people that are not. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're not educated. They're not like woke. You know what I mean?